In here. We back up in here. I know y'all couldn't wait to see me, just like I couldn't wait to see you guys. But welcome back to the greatest show on the face of the earth. We are here at the LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. Thank you. I don't deserve these applauses, but what's happening, good people? Before I get started, listen, I'm going to be at the New York City Winery March 15th at the Loft. Please come out and get those tickets, because if these tickets don't sell the way I need to, I'm leaving comedy. I'm just going to return as a pharmacist and call this a day. But it's what it is, okay? But no, get them tickets, man. New York City Winery, March 15th. Let's go. Just buy the ticket. It's $25. You hear some new jokes. If you want crowd, whatever you want, just buy the ticket. But anyway, we're going to get into this show today. There's a lot going on, and we always start off, and I title the podcast just with the first topic I'm going to talk about. And then we get into other topics and things, and I talk to my people in the chat. Shout out to the chat, the greatest chat on earth. But today, women are upset because women are going to these singles events and the men aren't coming. The men aren't showing up. Isn't that a surprise? Are you surprised by that? The men aren't coming to the singles events, and women are now furious. They're showing up to these events. They're taking their money. It's 2,000 women and no men there. And then we have to ask ourselves, well, why is that? You know what that is? Because we're in a society where women have been taken over with unrealistic expectations, and no man is about to go to that and submit himself to judgment, or he's not enough, he's not tall enough, he's not enough money. They're not coming. They are not coming in these times. And if you have somebody in these times, stay with the person. People make mistakes, but these times right now, man, like if I was just out here single, I would not know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. I would be lost. I would not know, because I don't even think this generation appreciates love. This is a very much transactional generation. What can you do for me? And you got to pay for box. These girls, this is what's happening right now. This is what's happening. And so I have a video of these women. They are upset. The women are mad. And we definitely have to take a look at this. And while I'm pulling this up, please remember, New York City Winery, I am on the way. So just make sure you get those tickets. I'm going to pull this up right now. Oh my God. So I want y'all to take a look at this. These women, they are pissed. All these pissed off women, it's really sad. I really don't know what to say. Oh, here we go. They're mad.
You better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Oh my God. Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event, and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes?
With 1,000 singles in attendance. Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because I've never been in a room with that many single people, even thought that it was even, I thought I was like the only one left. I mean, beautiful women, all types, shapes, and sizes. Where are the men?
The men are at home, not coming to that. The men are in peace. That's where the men at.
Again, don't know. Never mind.
The men are going overseas. I think that's it. Yeah. So these women are definitely upset. And, we have to ask ourselves, how did we get
Never mind.
How did this happen? After the women took Kevin Samuels out, everything Kevin Samuels said is just coming. It's the truth. It's all, It's all because the women took him out, but everything this man used to say when he would give truth and reason and analytics and understand, it's all coming true now. It's all coming true. So of course, no man of value is going to a singles event. He don't have to because of the numbers. It's pretty much a numbers game because he's outnumbered. There's so many women trying to get what he don't have time to go to a singles event. So I'm guessing based off the numbers game, if it's 90% women, the one man that shows up must be, low on the totem pole of men. So the pickings get slim. And that's why I would say that to a lot of women, a lot of y'all just belong. You were owned and controlled by the game at this point now. I really don't know what to say. It's bad out here. It's really bad. It's really sad too. There's going to be a lot of people, men and women, are going to be found dead in their homes. They're going to be been laid up for 2-3 years because everybody on auto pay, depending on how much money you got, because you don't have nobody and you on auto pay. And so they not going to come in the house until the money's run out, until all the auto pay stop. That's when somebody come knocking on the door. This is depressing, man. It's very, very sad. I don't know what to say. If y'all got anything y'all want to chime in on this, because we really need to get to the bottom of this. These are sad times, man. It's very sad. We need to get to the bottom. Oh, where did I go? Oh, there I go. We need to get to the bottom. And if anybody on Instagram, y'all want to speak on this, if any ladies would like to chime in, let me know how you feel about it and where you're at with this. One lady said she has no clue what to do. She feels lost and she has no clue on what to do. And it's terrible. It's just terrible. I don't know what to tell you. A lot of women be like, yo, you got some friends? And I'm like, I do, but they too big. A lot of my friends too busy. They too busy. They got too many options, man. It's wild. It's really wild. Tommy Johnson just chimed in. Let me see. So wait, they want us to come. This is Tommy Johnson. Shout out to Tommy. Appreciate you with this comment. Tommy says, so wait, they want us to come to a function to pick out the fakest female with a bunch of toxic fake stuff caked on their faces, multiple fake body parts and accessories on top of a bunch of fake hair weave glued to their heads, do an all natural single woman function, and then see how many men come to it. Whoa, Tommy. Tommy said a word today. That's what Tommy said, y'all. When will love come back in style? That's the thing. When will genuine love come back in style? Now, Love is Love said that was excessive, and I'm guessing Love is Love 1002 is a female. Love is Love, if you would like to chime in on what Tommy just said, please chime in and let us know how you feel about this, because this is sad. And what I'm trying to do is bridge the gap. Maybe I could connect some. If you're single out there, you're looking for somebody, just come in, because we need to bring love into the world. The men aren't showing up to these places. People are lonely. People are getting sick. We all getting older. I will be 49 this year. I'm at the halfway mark of life. We lost out here, man. We lost. And I'm seeing more and more single women, no children, in their 40s, 50s. And it's just not looking good. So Love is Love. If you want to chime in on what's going on and what could we do? What could be done? Wow, Tommy is mad here. Tommy says genuine love will come back when genuine women come back in style. That is crazy. I would rather listen to LeVar than the Breakfast Club. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Did you hear that? I would rather these days, no positive and productive content. Shout out to the homie T Slice. And T Slice, I'm going to be at the New York City Winery. So if you're in New York or around that area, pull up on me, man. My brother Howard says that greed has replaced the authenticity of true companionship. That was a good one, Howard. It's very sad. You know, back in the day, these relationships were genuine. You found somebody who was your friend, who would be there for you in sickness and health, and y'all would love one another. And to the men too, you know, you still have to be loyal to your lady, show some compassion, understand too that your lady is a human. You know, she is human. She's not a robot. Love is Love just shot back. In my opinion, due to the social media age, everyone thinks they have more options than they do. And the relationship gurus don't help. They give out too much information. Now, are you saying people have more options than they do on both sides, men and women? Because I'm not trying to be sexist nor misogynist here, but I think men might have a little bit more upside. I think it's like this, right? I think in a man's life, you come across like a lot of hoes, but you have a limited number of hoes that'll really love you or women that'll love you. It's a limited number, maybe 3 or 4, you know what I mean, that'll really have genuine love and care for you. So it's a gamble because you don't want to run through them all and then you just out here and you get sick or something and then you with some young girl that don't know the signs of a heart attack. And now you're in trouble. Love is love. And people are confused and have an unrealistic take on what dating and relationships look like. Tell me what dating and relationships look like, because I haven't dated. I've been married. I'm an old square that's been married for damn this about 16 years. Man, it's been a long time. 16, 17 years I've been married, so I don't know. Rico Houston says the women in the black community have made love so transactional that it's not worth chasing. Do you think it's just the black community that this is taking place in, Rico? It's not going on in other communities? I think sometimes white women have a longer game plan. Sisters want it up front. They frank, which I need me some money. And then white women just wait, build you up. You get super, super rich. Then they divorce your ass and take half. Not saying the sister won't, but I think it's transactional across the board. I think Instagram, the algorithm, has placed a lot of unrealistic expectations on the man and the female. You're watching these people, you're watching a lot of these scammers that teach courses and they go take pictures on the private jet and then they go in Louis Vuitton and buy a bunch of shit they're going to return. And they're just lying, only to sell books and courses that just don't work. You know, I would have thought after Steve Harvey wrote the book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, we shouldn't even be here. We shouldn't even be here. Jada Champ is seeing much more regular average black men with white women. And to the sisters, do y'all agree with this take? Is it that, so a man, he see a woman, all he wants is something bad. Like a man look at a woman and he's turned on sexually to her, he want to holler at her. Could it be that if you a poor black man and you ain't got your shit together, it's easier for you to get a hotter white woman at that time than it is a hotter black woman during that time? Because if the black woman is bad, she finds she up, she wants somebody that's up too. And the white woman is bad and fine and up, she'll give you a chance and maybe see potential. Is that true? Or am I tripping? let me say, people to me are afraid to choose from the heart, and that starts with the relationship with God. Self comes first, and allow God to choose. And I'm gonna tell y'all something right here, right? And this is to the young ladies in college, to the young sisters in college at these HBCUs. Don't waste your time. Don't gamble off your time. If you find a good young brother, stay with him. He's gonna cheat, but that's just a part of, that's just science. That's just genetics. It's really science. It's a lot of testosterone. But if you're a good guy, he love you, listen, look over that shit, man. Don't get so caught up in the ego where you let him go. And then you showing up at that homecoming looking crazy 10 years down the line. And he there with his family and his wife and kids. And you thinking, damn, I should have just forgave him. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. Listen to the OG. Rico Houston says the sisters think being ignorant equals strong. Whoa, Rico. Rico also says the nuclear family still thrives in other communities. The nuclear family absolutely thrives in other communities. This is true. This is true. And in the Black community, we do need to start placing more value on the nuclear family, right? We need to increase our value system. Okay? Having 3 and 4 baby daddies is not good value. All right. Celebrating Magic City at the NBA arena. Okay. Allowing the NBA to have a celebration of a strip club for the world to see, for the world to look at Black people is an abomination. And that comes with value. So like, and this is a great point, and we transitioning, but a lot of people's up in arms. Shout out to my homie D1 who spoke on this. Why would the NBA put on the forefront where they're targeting Black people to show, hey, we're gonna celebrate strippers on the main stage for the world to see? Now, in Atlanta, in the bubble, Magic City, it's a great club, cool club. You know, the rappers, everybody come in there, it's in the hood, yada, yada. But then you have women in there shaking that ass, being objectified. And for whatever reason, the NBA, which is an organization that's all over the world, where you have children at the game, you got niggas clapping and applauding this shit. And will push back. Like, nah, man, how you hate? Like, they don't even understand the detriment of that. There's no difference in what the NBA is doing with Celebrate Magic City. They might as well do nigga night. Just call it what it is. Nigga night at the arena. Where we're gonna do chicken and fucking the chicken and watermelon, bonnet and do-rag night. And we somehow, as a community, identify that as culture. That is not culture. That is subculture that we continuously celebrate. And we wonder why where we at. We wonder why. But nobody wants to hear this truth, though. Everybody wants to lie and live the lie. It's really sad. But while we thinking about this, get those tickets. I'm going to be at the New York City Winery. Make sure you get those tickets. I got to check in to see how I'm selling. They said the strippers be at every game. The stripper can be at every game, and that's fine. But when you go to celebrate that, if I'm in the arena, if I've said this so many times before, as a Black person, being a Black person, we have many different challenges. You know, from the standpoint of racism and the standpoint of being generalized. And in this particular situation, Black people as a majority are being represented by the overwhelming minority of niggas on the world stage. So they're showing the world this is what these niggas value. And we need to sell these tickets to this arena. And let me tell you this, it's sold out. So that's where the values lay. But for me to come over here and tell the obvious truth, I'm the hater, I'm the coon, I'm the square. Yeah, I'm the bad guy. And there's nothing wrong with the Street Club. You know what I mean? I'm cool, you know, blue flame follow me, I get down with it. But listen, something like because in the same breath, why are they not doing the Pink Pony or Cheetah? Why are they not doing that? Because whites would be appalled. They would sell their season tickets and say, what is this? That's why. That's why. You was trying to, I don't know what's going on. Man, trying to send me a super chat and they tripping. That's right. Squares are winning. Bro, we're in a sad world. Like, it's really sad. They selling merch, Magic City merch and shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's what we are. That's the representation of us. And that's what the NBA thinks about us. And who getting rich off all that? You got the ball players playing 100% Black. Well, not so much anymore, but you got a lot of them playing. You got us in the stands. And then you celebrate the strip club. How low does it go with the NBA? You couldn't pay me to go to that shit. I couldn't imagine having to look at me. If I got a daughter, if I got a 10-year-old, 11-year-old daughter, a Black daughter, and I'm at this game and she looks at me and go, Dad, what's Magic City? Oh, honey, Magic City. That's a strip club, baby. That's the place where the girls go to objectify themselves. That's the place where these niggas are lying and talk about it's equivalent to Cirque du Soleil. Now my daughters look like, oh, I should be a stripper, Dad. I'm sorry for telling this truth, man. I apologize. I know it's going to hurt some feelings. I'm sure a lot of people have unfollowed me for talking this truth. And it's just what it is, man. But get them tickets, man. I'm going to be at the New York City Winery March 15th. Next day I have CVS night with a bunch of pills that's far different. CVS night with a bunch of pills dancing the mascot. Nope. That is far different. I feel what you're trying to say, but I don't think that's a great analogy. But shout out to 540 Dre. Yeah, man, this is where we at. We are lost. We are so lost. I also want to show you guys another video real quick. Let me see. Now this woman I found is talking about, she's saying, it's a Black woman on here that I'm going to show you that's saying educated Black men are gay and you should date hood dudes. And they wonder why these single events are empty. This is what this lady has to say. Let me pull
in the country
this up.
or in the hood environment.
Let me pull this up. This is where we at. So she's saying, this lady right here is saying, date a hood guy because an educated Black man is gay.
Okay, if you want to be around straight men in Atlanta, you have to hang in the country or in the hood environments. Unfortunately, all the men in Buckhead and in Midtown and in the swanky things, in the city, the art events, the cultural things, all those places, unfortunately, that has been overtaken by DL men. Don't ask me, ask your mom. And so that's why you'll see, like in Atlanta, a lot of pretty women just look like hood or country men.
She act like them hood niggas ain't gay too. That's the most hilarious part of this. Do you see the mindset and the mentality where she's considering a well-educated black man, automatically dismissing him as gay? So she would rather be with a nigga with 5 baby mamas, a street nigga. And then when a nigga get her pregnant and run off, she's acting like she don't understand. Why would he do that to me? This is where we're at right now. And this is why niggas is lining up to buy them tickets to the strip club game.
That's because they're trying to make sure that they're straight. Because dating these swanky, artsy, fartsy city men who know all the restaurants and high rises and rooftops, who graduated from Morehouse, you just can't detect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too close to proximity to being gay. And a lot of them are DL. I just went out last night.
Do you see this? How in our culture, like, being an educated black man or being a leader in the community is shunned by these women. So there's unfortunate is so many women like her who will propagate, young boys looking up to these dumbass niggas and getting in line. It's almost to me like a CIA psyop is going on within the community, because this is diabolical on an immeasurable scale.
And that's what it was. So girls, you just have to go out in the city for the girls. And if you're trying to find a lover, you're trying to find a real man, you got to go to the outskirts, you got to go out the city, you got to go to the hood, you got to go to the country, out the way. And then you'll have a better chance of finding a straight man. Great.
That is unreal. And that's how they view, like, you got to be like you know what I mean? Like, this is how a lot of these women view you if you are articulate or educated here. So if you go out in the street, you got to kind of cosplay. You know what I mean? Like, if you out there in the street in Atlanta, you got to be out there like, shit, goddamn, shawty, you goddamn talking, you fine shit. You know what I'm talking about? What the fuck? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? You got to be like that, because that's what they like. And for them to say like them thug ass niggas ain't gay is hilarious to me. Do you know how many of them thug ass niggas is gay and switch hitters? I'm talking about the scariest looking one, because them the ones be in and out of jail. They the ones be in and out of jail with a whole man in jail, and they just get out of jail and forget they was gay. They, that was just for jail. Come on, man. It's very sad. Shout out to At the Comedy. That's why we all need to go sit in nature, go fishing, go hiking, lay a blanket and stare at the clouds. Yes, we do. Shout out to At the Comedy. The Black Union has always been under attack. Black men and women have been conditioned to believing that we are enemies. And that is true. That is true. I do think we are biting a lot of propaganda. We are kind of falling into a category where we're falling for a lot of propaganda, where a lot of our institutions in the community are being destroyed through propaganda. I believe that are coming from bots, because now we inside this algorithm. One of the biggest pieces of propaganda that I see going on right now, and I know this is going to be an interesting transition, but one of the biggest pieces of propaganda that I see moving in the Black community right now is the attack on the Divine Nine and Greek letter organizations. specifically the Divine Nine, Black Greek letter organizations, where somehow Black people have like said, well, I denounce my letters. I'm no longer a Kappa. I'm no longer a Q or an Alpha or a Delta or AKA, because this is worshiping the devil. That is what they're saying. So they're denouncing their letters. They're saying that you're praying to a God. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. I've met great Christian men, great men of value, just great men, entrepreneurs, businessmen, pillars of the community. And as a member of the organization, not once have I kneeled down to some devil or some God or where we doing sacrifices or some shit. And for a lot of these niggas to sit here and ingest this propaganda to tear down one of the last great pillars that we have left in the community, it's insane. It speaks to a level of immeasurable insanity. Like, what are you talking about? When you talk about the Divine Nine and how helpful that was just in the movement, in the civil rights movement, you know, Dr. King, Alpha Phi Alpha, Jesse Jackson, Omega Psi Phi, all of those great men were part of Divine Nine Greek letter organizations. And I have yet to see a white person who was in one of these fraternities getting on public platforms denouncing their shit. And how dare you sit up here and denounce that? Niggas will denounce Greek letter organizations, but you know what they won't denounce? Gangs, broken homes, street life, the fucking NBA celebrating the goddamn strip club for the world to see. They will not denounce that. But where they draw the line is for fraternities and sororities. It's insane to me. And this is a hill I'm willing to die on. So I don't, you know, I'm not going to denounce my letters. I'm a proud member of the organization. Proud member. Well, what fraternity are you in, T Slice? Tell me about your fraternity. A5A, shout out to you, brother. Somebody said, okay, yeah, the white guy, that, you know, that was a hazing incident. They were doing silly shit, but they weren't worshiping a God. Okay, we don't eat children. We're not doing no Epstein Island shit in any of these places. Shout out to the brother T Slice, member of A5A. Over there at Lamar University. You know what, bro? You just gave me a great idea. I'm getting me some LeVar University shirts. LeVar University. I'm gonna make them look just like Lamar University, but all I got to do is change that M to the V. I love that. But shout out to you, bro, from the Epsilon Rho chapter. Yeah, I've met great friends, man, friendships, lifelong relationships. And most of my homies that we close to, they noops or whatever, we don't talk about being Kappas, but this is how we met. It is a beautiful thing. But yeah, guys, we got a lot of work to do. We are lost as a community. And we
Okay, if you want to be around straight men in Atlanta,
we really gotta work together. We have to come together. There's no other way. All right, we're gonna transition. We got to talk more about this war now. I'm gonna get a LeVar University shirts. I'm gonna make them look just like Lamar University. I'm about to look up Lamar University right now to see what they merch look like. Mm-hmm. I like that. Ooh, Lamar LU. I like this. I'm changing all this to LeVar. Yes, sir. That's gonna be hard. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Brothers, let me see. Brothers who take an oath to a Greek lifestyle I don't trust. What do you mean? Could you expand on that, DJ Stacy D, and let me know? That Greek lifestyle was nasty. Are you a part of a Greek letter organization, or have you denounced your letters as well, DJ Stacy D? Just chime in and let me know. Just chime in for a second. Because when y'all say this stuff, I don't know what oath? What are you talking about? I really want to chime in because we need to get to the bottom of this. We really do. I want to have this conversation with you. You never followed any man. In Greek letter organizations, we don't follow any man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't follow no man. I cuss a new pat. I don't give a fuck. I don't follow no man. So where do you get this information from? You're not a Greek or a Mason. That's cool, but what man do we follow? A lot of Greek letter organizations' values are actually on Christian values, to be honest. Okay. Let me ask you something. You're not a part of any frat. That's fine. You only know I'm a part of Kappa because I just told you that. So do you think I'm not my own man? Am I not my own man, DJ Stacy D? Just let me know. Am I not my own man? Just let me know. Because I think a lot of this propaganda comes from people who maybe wanted to pledge but couldn't get in, and then they get mad and shit. We just got to get down to the bottom of this. None your business. I appreciate you getting those tickets. We got to get down to the business, man. Let me know. Yeah, they didn't get picked in undergrad. So, and that's another thing too that we don't address, right? So it's a lot of brothers, things happen to chapters or whatever. You don't cross an undergrad. And a lot of times, and you can go grad. I'm not knocking any grad chapter brothers. That's a great thing. But there are some who desperately want to get that time back of being actually on the yard and being young and being like 18, 19, you know what I mean? When your jaw was still chiseled and you 0% body fat and you on the yard with your letters, because it's a different experience than being grad. And so DJ Stacy D has disappeared. And he has yet to respond. But I really want, matter of fact, it was a pastor I was supposed to have a conversation with, and the pastor didn't want to talk to me about it because I wanted to get to the bottom of it. You know what I denounce publicly? Street niggas, gangs, black on black violence, broken homes. That's the shit I denounce on social media. I can't draw the line at Greek letter organizations. That's what I denounce. Ignorance amongst us in the community. The only benefit seems to be just networking. I mean, I tell you this, for me, my reasons for pledging, going to a HBCU, I was very interested in the organization, and I also wanted to just get the total Black college experience, and I don't have no regrets. It was a great time. I met great people. It was just a great time. It was really cool. So, I mean, I get it. If you didn't have no reason for joining, that's fine with me. The benefits for me was, I think one of the main benefits was, man, I just forged some lifelong friendships, and I've had great experiences and friends because I'm really my own man. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wasn't my own man, I would have my head shoved up the ass of another big time comic, and I would be taking pictures and shit, or showing the theaters that they sell out, right? If I wasn't my own man, do you know how many niggas I done turned down that I refused to I don't want to be an opener? Do you know how difficult it is to forge this path where I'm doing this literally by myself every single day? Not looking for a handout. I'm not on the phone. I don't have a Kappa flag behind me. Noobs, you gotta watch. I don't do that. I don't beg. I stand on my own too, all day, every day. And if you've been watching this show, you'll know that. You'll know that. So it's all love, DJ Stacey D. I just want to get your take on it. At least, as far as it being devil worship and all that, that's just propaganda. Darrell Brown, what's going on? Darrell said he had a singles event last Thursday. 15 women and 3 men showed up, and 2 were over 50. And 1 just had recovered from a stroke. So Darrell, the 3 that showed up, they were looking for nurses and home aides. That's what they were looking for. And brothers, take note. And this is why it's important to find you somebody, because you don't want to be no sick ass old man because the young girl ain't coming. You're gonna have a mighty large bag, and even if you do, it's gonna get ugly. So find you somebody that cares about you, and be nice to her too. So people ask me, what is the secret of being married so long? And here's one of the biggest tips I can help any man with in a relationship. This will help you have a long, committed relationship. Treat your woman the way you treat your barber. Treat your woman the way you treat your barber, and you have a long relationship. Of course, you can go to any other barber. You can pay the money for time, but you won't. You won't. You want that good haircut. You loyal to him. Sometimes he be on some bullshit, but you don't care. You still go put up with the bullshit, and you stay loyal to him. So treat your woman how you treat your barber, and you will have a great relationship. That's all. It's that simple. Darrell, why you still in the chat? Darrell, where did you have the singles event, Darrell? Shout out to Darrell. And look, while we talking, man, get them tickets, man, live. New York City Winery. I'm still at the place where I have to beg to sell tickets, and that's okay. We'll get to the other side. You're not blocked from the chat. You are chatting. We'll never block you from the chat, We the Jury. Shout out to We the Jury. What you talking about you blocked from the chat? What up, B. Howard? My brother, what's going on? Yeah, the barber be talking about nothing. That's real. The barber talk about nothing. You listen. And you don't say nothing. It's okay. No, it's all love, DJ Stacy D. You know what I mean? I appreciate your support, bro. We just only having a discussion. So Darrell had this in Fort Pierce, Florida, in St. Lucie County, but the next one will be in West Palm Beach. More city folk, bigger crowd for sure. And I think Darrell, and I want you to come back and you could talk to me about this, but I feel as if Darrell, at that event as well, you're going to have even more women and less men at that event as well, because these numbers aren't making sense anymore. And to my baller bays, my baller women, you balling, you got all this money, you look amazing, no children, you headed towards 50. Where does the money go? Do you have nieces, nephews? What happens? Why not get with a guy that just love you for you? Why, let me know. Let me know. Bro, most brothers, it's my opinion, if y'all take that energy for your own frat, most of the brothers are their own men, bro. I don't know where you get that shit from. Now, it is some, in every group, you got assholes and beta males, all that shit. But for the most part, it ain't like that, bro. Darrell says we're going to offer men incentives that should help, like free drinks, haircuts, massage. That is crazy. We living in a time now, they got to incentivize the men to come to the club. I remember back when I was clubbing, it was ladies free all night. And the men would show up. Now it's the women is $50. So we are in a time where the men are the baddies right now. Oh, you want to come on? Come on. I'm about to send you a link. Hold on. Just when you see this, I want you to here, Darrell. I'm gonna put this in the comments. Now this for Darrell. Now if all y'all try to get in here, I ain't letting nobody in but Darrell. So Darrell, click that link. I'm gonna bring you in and we're gonna have this discussion. And hopefully we can get some men out to your event. Come on in. Tyrell, did you get that? Just copy that, put it up in your browser. There we go. There go my brother. All right, we're gonna bring in the good brother Darrell Brown. My brother. Let me see. Go ahead and talk, Darrell, see if I can hear you.
Hey, good morning.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Hold on one second.
Let me change my. Hold on, Darrell.
Can you hear me?
Darrell, I hear you now, brother. What's going on? Y'all give it up to the brother Darrell. Darrell is trying to get the community to come together with love by doing singles events. Can you hear me, Darrell? Can you hear me?
Why ain't connected?
Darrell. Darrell, You can't hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. What's going
Yeah,
on, man?
we hear you. Well, let me give you an introduction again. Shout out to Darrell one more time. Darrell is in the building. Darrell is putting on events, ladies and gentlemen. He is actually the man that's doing the singles events, and there are more women than men. The women are outnumbering the men showing up to these events 100 to 1. And we're trying to get to the bottom of this. So tell us what's going on, Darrell.
Yeah, man. So basically, I do a show called, well, not a show, it's a singles mixer called Flirt or Forever. So basically, we give a chance for people to find their flirt. And you want to flirt with somebody cool, or you want to find your forever partner, this is the place you want to come and do that. The problem is, most of the time, it's like 10 to 1, man. It's like 5 to 1. And the women come looking good. They be coming looking good, man, and they be ready. But the men just don't be coming. They don't show up. I don't know why.
And
But they'll go to the strip club.
And why do you think these men aren't coming, Darrell? What do you think's going on?
I feel like the men that these women want are working. They working. They married. They probably got, they side chick that they just keep to the side, so they can't be in public like that. Or they don't want to be bothered. They probably feel like, I meet some woman somewhere else for free at the bar or something. So it's like, they're not really, I don't know.
So you are now you're going to incentivize these men so these men to be able to get into this place for free because you just don't add the numbers.
Right.
Okay.
They get a chance to win some free tickets, and then they can put a raffle in. So they can get like a haircut, a massage, facials, because these things are important to men in general. Like, you got to take care of yourself. So hopefully these things will incentivize them to want to come in there, because the place we're having, it's a pretty popping spot. It's called Flair House in West Palm Beach. So it's a black establishment, so it's a pretty dope place. So they'll know the spot anyway. So hopefully they'll come there willingly and be like, okay, I see what's going on. But we still got to incentivize, because we know the men just be like,
Right. Now, Darrell, are you single yourself?
Yes, sir. I'm single. Yeah, I'm single.
Wow. So you really pretty much a fox in a hen house. It sounds like, Darrell.
Yeah, I mean, well, me right now, I'm not really focused on that for myself personally. Like, if I want to be in a relationship, I can be in a relationship. But there's more things important to me right now than being in a relationship.
Do you think the relationship game has become too transactional with a lot of women?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I even first heard that term from a woman. I never heard of a transactional relationship until a woman mentioned it to me. So that's how I know it's more with women. Like, because men don't be thinking that deep,
So the women are investing in the BBLs and the fake teeth. And they're looking at this as, hey, if you want to ride on this ass, it costs some coin.
Right.
Because I've gone to Turkey, I've gotten these injections, I have altered myself, and this is hell. And I would think, like, with these women that are going to get all these asses and teeth, at this time they would have found love. But it doesn't seem to be working. You've done this. You're looking like Jim Carrey from The Mask with a fat ass, and you're not receiving the result.
All right, man.
I don't know what to say, bro.
Yeah, now you're right, man. These women, I ain't gonna say all women, but those type of women, they want that aesthetic look to compete not only with women, but also with men of like status. I feel like they feel like if they have these certain looks, these certain qualities, that's going to put them in the realm. And most times it does, but it comes with you paying for it, or you tricking, so it's not really authentic. You getting what you pay for, so if you paying for a fat ass, my bad, you paying for the Botox and all this extra stuff, then those type of men are going to come after you,
And it would seem like if you are a woman and you down with the transactional relationship, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have
Right.
to have the accountability to know what this is. So
Yeah.
look, if I'm breaking you off, listen, this is what it is. I'm using you, bitch.
That's it.
You are my sex doll. Okay? I'm gonna give you this paper. I don't want to hear all that talking and shit. I'm gonna come
Yeah.
over there, take care of my business, and I'm going back home to be with my family. And
Yeah, you have a good day.
you have a great day.
Right.
Don't come over here hating on me when I'm with my family for Christmas and we're in our pajamas. Don't
Right.
put down our black home with this bullshit.
Because you got to be with your puppy.
I paid you the money.
Right.
Okay, get in line. That's
Mhm.
simple. But a lot of them, they get confused some way. I don't know where the confusion comes in.
Yeah. They
So
start getting attached. That's what it is.
right, it's like nothing's for free. Everything's a trade-off, and you just gotta understand.
Yeah.
Right? Just
But
like when
I feel like that happens because women try to be like men. They try to play the man game. They're like, oh, I can trick too. We can trick together, and eventually, your feelings and your emotions gonna be tied in a lot more than the man, because you're relying on this man to give you everything you done got. You know, so
and then now you're doing your deal. You understand your obligation as a man. You breaking her off. You know, you laying up over there sometimes. It's a long day. Hey, we can meet down at this hotel. And then that one day she roll over and look at you and go, what are we doing?
Right.
What are you talking? You know what we doing.
Yeah.
I've been paying you the money.
Right. Ain't nothing confusing. Ain't nothing change. It's the same dollar bill, same president.
And see, that is why I'm thinking about coming up with a third-party app similar to, it'll be similar to Affirm. Okay. So if you see a woman with the fat ass, right, and you might not have the money at the time, with the Affirm, with my Ass Firm app, you sign up for that.
You make a payment?
Yeah, you can make payments, and then this is a contractual obligation. Right? We got everything documented. So now when she rolls over and goes, what are we doing? Then you hit the button on the app.
Yeah.
I appear. Okay. I appear on the screen. Like, hey, these are your obligations, and this is where it stops. Let that people be with his family. So it's sad.
You want to do 12 months or 36 months? How you want?
Man, come on, man. They don't want to hear the truth, bro. Nobody wants to hear this truth.
Nah, they don't. They don't.
Now you out there doing these things. Are you like, I'm not saying you scared of the women, but you probably look at the women like, because a lot of men too, they see them, they fine, they looking good, but they see a liability. They don't see assets. They see a liability.
Right. Nah, I get it. When I do these events, man, I try to stay neutral. You know what I'm saying? Because they always ask me, "Are you participating?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just hosting. You know. Now, sometimes I do like ask questions. You know, we do have Q&A. We do adult questions and what men like, what women like, vice versa, stuff like that. And I kind of narrate that part. But I be looking. I be scoping now. Don't get me wrong. I be scoping. But like you say, it's like you look past that. Once you dealt with enough people in life and you experience relationships and all this, it's like you get past the looks, you know. You start focusing on how a person thinking, how they talking, and how they answering questions, and because that's what's gonna matter after a while. Like, everybody look good, not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. There's good looking people everywhere, but at the end of the day, it's like, what's your mindset, what you stand for, like what you represent, like how you actually carrying yourself, you know. Because just because you making a good money don't mean you ain't crazy. You feel me? Don't mean you don't know how to be quiet. Don't mean you don't know how to just have a conversation without being aggressive, without turning into an argument. You know, or you can take correction or accept what other people say that you don't agree with. You know, those things matter. You know, so some people you can tell instantly, basically, if they're They a hot hand or they cool, or they ready to go. Anything you want to do, they down for it, or they just there to observe. Like you can tell, so
And
I got
and,
this.
and listen, I'm gonna tell the people, see, Darrell, an old man once told me, I used to do this in a bit. An old man once told me, never piss in the water you got to drink out of. Hello.
Yeah.
And Darrell don't want to piss in that water because he don't want to hit one of them or
Yeah.
fuck one of them, and then now they at the door. I
Yeah.
gave you this pussy, and you don't want to let me in, Darrell.
What is it? I still got to buy a ticket. Yeah.
That's bad for business.
That's bad for business.
Boy, I gave you this pussy. This how you gonna do me? That
Yeah.
was looking. Oh, I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
You found your forever. Why you still having these singles mixes? You need to give it. Nah, this my business. What you talking about?
That's the man's business, bro. Well,
You
man,
know,
this is great, bro. Listen, when I come to, you say you in Tampa,
No, I'm in Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, St. Lucie County. It's north of Palm Beach County
Okay.
and Martin County. Yep.
How far is that from Tampa?
Tampa, about 3 hours. That's on the West Coast.
Yeah, well, wherever I'm there, man, pull up or you
Oh yeah,
see
for
me.
sure.
Yeah, follow me on the thing, man. And I got this Bands in Town account, so you can know where I'm at or wherever I'm in your city, man. Pull up on me, bro. But
Okay.
I appreciate you, brother. Keep
Shit,
doing.
maybe we can bring you here, man. Cause I do events, so
Yeah,
I'm really a musician. That's really what I do. I got my own band. You
And
know, yeah.
if you have the money, you can
Right.
bring. If the money is there, I'm coming, Darrell.
Yeah, we don't do nothing for free. We ain't doing nothing for free. For sure.
I'm there. If the money is good, I'm on the way. So, man,
I
hey,
got
man,
you.
blessings to you, brother. God
Yes, sir.
bless you, and keep doing your thing, man. Appreciate you. Good talking to you, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks, man. Have a good day.
No doubt. That was Darrell, man. We are figuring a lot out. It's how you know that the male loneliness epidemic claim is a lie. It is a lie because most men that about them said they kind of want to be unless they sick. And as you saw with Darrell, he showed you that he had a singles event and 3 men showed up with 15 women and all 3 of them men were sick. They were looking for a nurse or somebody to take care of them. Men love solitude. We love it. We can sit alone a long time. So, but we're about to switch the topic of this conversation. Right now, we're about to transition over to this senseless war, this Iran conflict that I don't believe we're winning. I think Trump, I think what Trump did, he's playing chicken with this. I think he had this grandiose idea that, hey, we're going to go over there. We're going to cut the head off of the snake. The Iranians will bow down, and then we can take control of the Strait of Hormuz, dropping oil, dropping gas, and we'll be rocking and rolling. And it's going the direct opposite way to where now, they've gone in there. And trust me, everybody told Trump, the CIA agency, everybody around him in the military said this will not be a great idea to go in and attack Iran. But Trump went against all that. He took a big, big bet, and it's just not working out. We're about to see increases in gas prices, and the world reserves and the world oil that's coming through that Strait of Hormuz is stuck right now. So I'm about to bring this up. And also, too, China has joined in this Iran conflict. So I really don't know where we're going right now. But the Iranians, they're not playing. They're like, no, they're not going down. Also, I heard he tried to call peace or something with them, and they like, hell no, we fighting to the end. Fuck all that. You came over here, slapped us around. Nah, it's a wrap. So it's not looking good. He's also dialing back. Trump is now dialing back on the immigrants. He's saying that the immigrants that work hard. It's good for them to be here. So we're in trouble. We in for a ride. Hold on, let me see. So let's bring this up. Let's take a look at this. Oh, did I mess up? Y'all can't hear. Oh, I gotta switch it. I'm sorry, guys. I messed up. Here we go. Let me change that back. Sorry, guys, about that. Here we go.
The Wall Street Journal is reporting that China is now accelerating production of submarines to attack the United States. Closer to home, writing, quote, China has been developing new submarine technology and a bigger, better fleet that is gaining on the United States and its allies, spurring a new undersea arms race in the Pacific. These subs that can strike U.S. from closer to home, the U.S. Navy is warning. Joining me now is Gatestone Institute senior fellow Gordon Chang. Gordon, that is some statement that the Navy has warned us about.
Yes. The Chinese, they don't actually need better submarines. All they need to do is stay close to their shores in what they call the bastion areas, like the Yellow Sea. But obviously, they do want subs to be able to get closer to the U.S. And by the way, we have Chinese submarines in the Arctic, which would be very, very close to Alaska and the homeland. So this is really an important development. And we have got to make sure that we have got the attack subs that can take out those ballistic missile submarines of the Chinese.
And it's incredible. The Hudson Institute has reported that China armed Iran with advanced missiles. Every warhead carries Chinese components. We've reported on this program many times that China sends these components to Iran. The guidance systems, the propellant chemistry. China provided air defense systems to Iran. U.S. and Israeli strikes decimated them. And that China invested $100 billion in Iranian infrastructure. I mean, clearly, China is on the side of Iran with all of this. And then they want to send a Mideast envoy to go condemn the attacks today. How do you see this?
Well, first of all, that envoy is going to try to stop the United States from attacking Iran. And clearly what we should be doing is ignoring this guy. The Chinese are an enemy combatant. That's the way we should treat them. They have been supplying Iran with all the components for their weapons, as you just talked about. Diplomatic support, propaganda support, elevated commodity purchases. Last year, 87.2% of Iran's exports of crude went to China. It's across the board support. And so the United States just needs to say, look, we want to stop this. We have to also impose costs on China.
Yeah. So why have we been buying drones from China for so long? I asked the chairman of the Intelligence Committee this yesterday. Rick Crawford was my special guest. And I want to get your take on this. I know at this point, we've stopped buying Chinese drones from DJI, but there are so many of them already in our arsenal. Here's what he told me yesterday. Watch this. Congressman, what about all of those drones right now in our arsenal that China made?
The drone manufacturing has moved so fast. Heck, I've got companies in my district that were engaged in this 10 years ago, but they were outpaced by the Chinese. They wanted to be able to offer these products to American farmers, but they couldn't keep pace because the technology changed so quick, and they were outfunded. And they had to go a different direction with it. So now we're reliant on these Chinese drones. We can't continue with that type of footing.
Do you believe this operation in Iran is as much about China?
It's a very tenuous relationship. I know that they try to characterize this as an affable relationship, and I get it, because that personally they may have an exchange that may be favorable. But broadly speaking, the Chinese Communist Party is not our friend. This attack on Iran was not an attack on China, but it most certainly is an impact on China.
This is a terrible, terrible, and senseless war. It's a waste of money. It's a bad bet, and it's only going to get worse. I do not see this getting better. We just headed in a downward spiral. There's no exit plan. They just over there fighting for no reason, and Iran is not letting up. If they took control, if we had control, these gas and oil prices wouldn't be spiking. The ships would be moving. And this is all about oil. We are being controlled by Israel. Israel is our puppet master. They got their hand up our ass. We had nothing to do with the Iranians. This is a fake war, and it's sad. It's really sad. Now, however, if it works out, the U.S. will continue dominance. We'll control the Strait of Hormuz, and prices will fall, and then we would strengthen the petrodollar, and it would go on and on. Now, I pulled something up. I did a little report here. Let me see. I thought did I pull it up in Gemini? Yeah, never mind. I pulled something up in Gemini while I was talking about this, but matter of fact, let me see. Why the Iran? It's so sad too, because people are homeless, jobs falling off the bone. So one of the most immediate and bad outcomes of this war is shock to energy markets. Oil and gas prices, Brent crude, you're seeing significant spikes in oil. A total blockade of the Strait of Hormuz could push prices over $100 a barrel. Inflationary pressures, the energy shock complicates the Federal Reserve's plan. Higher energy costs drive up the price of goods and transportation, potentially forcing the Fed to pause interest rate cuts or even rise rates again to combat hot inflation. Supply chain delays, shipping routes are being diverted around the Cape of Good Hope to avoid the Gulf, adding 15 to 20 days of transit for goods bound for the U.S., which increases freight and insurance costs. This is just terrible. This is terrible. He hoped he could cut the head off these people, but Iran has gotten stronger in this. They are fighting together. They're unified, and they keep getting new leaders. This is just a terrible idea, and I don't know, man. This is not looking good. It's really not looking good. So that's where we at, guys. It's really horrific. And I'm pretty sure during the midterm elections, it's going to bleed blue. He's going to be a lame duck sitting president in November. the Senate and Congress is going to be blue. It's what it is. Because he promised no wars. That was another thing too. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of this because a lot of this propaganda, right? But right now you're seeing a picture of the Strait of Hormuz. If you see, this is February. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse on the screen, but if you can see February 27th, if you see all the ships and you see all that motion in the Strait of Hormuz, well, look at March 3rd. You see how things have come to a standstill where they can't even get through that strait. So everything is in a standstill where your oil won't be moving. And the saddest thing about America, we should be reducing our dependence on oil and gas. What are we doing? You got Tesla. I got a Tesla. We need to strengthen EVs. You need to invest in EV technology and just invest in the grid so we are not even dependent on foreign oil. This is ridiculous. So you're sending these people to die in a bullshit war, and it's sad. I can't respect this. I can't respect it. So that's what it is, guys. I guess I'm going to leave on that note, guys. Did you guys enjoy today's pod? I really enjoyed today's podcast. Did you guys enjoy this podcast today? Let me know. This was pretty good. I seem like the more I come on here and just talk, I feel like I'm getting better. I'm getting quicker. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Carl Will. Thank you. Next Level. Appreciate you. And I really want y'all to get them tickets, man. Please get these tickets to New York. Pull up on me. And we're going to have a great, great time. I appreciate that. Thanks for the love, Alex Woods. And I probably will come back live today and do some more streaming. We got about 135 people watching right now. Shout out to the homie over there on Twitch. We got 122 people on YouTube watching, 8 on Twitter, 4 on Facebook. So shout out to them. So my super chat is not working? That's insane. I don't know what's going on, bro. Thanks for alerting me to that. Oh, you came to the show in Chicago? Shout out to Alex Woods. You was out there. We was at the Comedy Bar right by Geno's. That's insane. I don't know what's going on, bro. Let me see. Can I super chat myself? Let me see something. I'm going to go. No, it look like it's working. I don't know what happened, man. I'm not getting no issue, bro. I think that might be something with your YouTube, bro. I don't know. But I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you guys. Let me tell y'all something, man. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. I appreciate the love. You pull up on me, we're going to get this truth out. I'm not trying to be backed nor sponsored by any corporate conglomerate. Even though we small right now, we go keep on building, keeping this momentum. If there's any way I could support y'all and show love the way y'all support me, let me know, man. But I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. So let me set my outro video. So holler back, and then I'm going to see y'all soon.